Our friend Harmeet Dillon is in Arizona with an army of lawyers. Republicans have this time, much more than 2020, are kind of on it. I expect there's a lot of litigation that's going to come out of this. I hope it's not simply one of those, let's fix things the next time, but go to a judge and basically say, look, if you find that there was enough voter suppression that could have made the difference in this election, then you have to redo the election. You just have to set a new date, almost like the runoffs in Georgia, and redo the Arizona election.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Dinesh D'Souza has really had his name passed around quite a bit here recently with his popular and widely debunked 2000 Mules film. And here he is just doubling down on this election theory that anytime a Republican loses, that means it's a fraud and unacceptable. What's crazy, and y'all just won't believe this, is that he has a bit of a murky history when it comes to elections and his own personal scandals.
The reason it's so significant is that Kari Lake had been telling her voters, vote on election day. In fact, this is a kind of a Republican mantra. Trump said something to the same effect in 2020. It's a mantra that, by the way, I think needs to be reconsidered. Debbie and I have talked about on the podcast whether Republicans should embrace early voting. Because think about it. If you say to your own side, only vote on election day, this is kind of like saying, we're going to play this football game, but only play in the fourth quarter. The last quarter is the one that really matters. Save all your energy. That's when we're really going to move the ball.
Being a conservative, you'd imagine his record is just squeaky clean. Family values and morals, except that is not the modern-day conservative movement. D'Souza was president of a Christian school until he resigned due to an alleged adultery scandal. He also pled guilty in 2014 due to some shady political contributions he did in a not-so-legal way.
Hillary, Trump. Seems to me that you bashed Hillary. Now you're trying to back off a little bit. Are you saying that Trump, an unknown quantity, is more dangerous than a known crook?
So, first of all, Dinesh, you keep calling her a crook, but you just got out of jail.
Well, you should. Let's.
But then came his hero, his knight in shining orange, Donald Trump, who pardoned him in 2018 of his federal felony charge. And now he's sold his soul to the big lie and all the evils that men do in the name of political infamy. But this time, there is more direct attention on Arizona, specifically with Kari Lake losing her bid for governor. And while many of us are sighing in relief, here is Dinesh just crying away over this loss. Take the L, guys, and move on. Learn something from it. The MAGA people, your guys, are the ones that set themselves up for these losses, backing absolute nut jobs, telling people to only vote on election day. This is you reaping what you sow. And all of a sudden, they believe in voter suppression when their own candidates participate actively in it. You can't make this stuff up. They were saying a few weeks ago that you should only vote on the day of because that is somehow the only legitimate day to vote to make sure that you get your vote really counted. And now they are upset because they all piled onto a losing strategy. Cry me a river, Trump goons. You lost. Your movement is dying. The midterms show that overwhelmingly people are tired of the lies, the fiction, and the con artistry that you all love to engage in. And we knew you'd be upset. We knew you'd be floating all kinds of lawsuits and meltdowns, but it just makes it all that much more clear. You're all sore, pathetic losers, and we can't get enough of those delicious MAGA tears. Comment down below the best MAGA meltdown you've seen so far. We'd love to hear about it. Let's all raise our cups and cheers to the saddest, whiniest baby there is, and say bye to the mess of MAGA and watch it slowly melt away. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.